Okay. Let's go, boys. Let's go, people. Hello, family. It's your boy, Dr. G. Welcome to another Sunday motivational moment. It's your boy, Dr. G. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the fourth quarter. We're about to wrap the year up. A couple more weeks to go. Just 1 month and a half left, and I'm about to let you know you probably in a position now where you're supposed to be smooth sailing, but you're not. You're thinking to yourself, I wonder why. I'm still in the same position. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I know you've heard this saying before, but I'm gonna say no pain, no gain. I want you to understand something, because if you don't push past the pain, you're not going to reach your greatness. That's why I tell you, you got to push past the pain, because your greatness is next. And I want you to understand something. You see, most of you, New Year's resolutions, you start getting all excited. You start getting all pumped up. You say, yeah, I'm going to do this. I want to make a plan. But the problem is, when the pain comes, you start to forfeit. When the pain comes of sacrificing surfing on the internet, sacrificing on being on Facebook, sacrificing being on YouTube, sacrificing hanging out with friends, sacrificing doing the things that you're not supposed to do to waste your time, you start crying, you start quitting, you start saying you can't do this. And this is why this fourth quarter, if you're failing, you're in that position. Now I'm going to tell you, you need to start thinking about this. You need to start giving up sleep. You need to start sacrificing something so that you can get to your dream. Nobody can tell you, nobody can stop you, but you've got to go through the pain. You got to sacrifice something, and that's where the pain gonna come. That's where family members gonna say, I can't see this brother. I don't know where she's at, because she is up in the upper room studying. She's working hard. She's doing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She's doing whatever she needs to do to get there. So I'm gonna tell you something. If you're in the fourth quarter right now and you're struggling, I'm gonna tell you something. You need to really understand something. You need to get your mind right. You need to get your soul right. You need to go back to the drawing board. You need to start looking at what you're not doing. You need to start sacrificing. So I'm going to tell you, I want you to understand something. When the pain comes, that's where you start to dig deep. That's where you got to dig real deep. That's where you got to do something that you never done. Sometimes I'm going to tell you, all friends that you'll be hanging out with, they're wasting your time. They're wasting your time, and you know that your dream, you're pushing that dream too far back, because you're just not willing to go through that pain. Now I'm going to tell you, most of you are studying, or most of you are looking for a new job. Most of you are thinking to yourself, how am I going to achieve my dream? You got to start taking chances. Now, this is what I'm saying. What you start changing yourself. You're thinking, okay, you got this big dream, but you're not investing enough of your time. You're not doing what you need to do to get there. That's why you keep failing. That's why you feel like you want to quit. But this is why I want to explain to you. You've got to dig deep. You got to push past that pain, and that's how you get to your greatness. You see, the funny thing is, I could tell you about my story. I could tell you I dropped out of college. I could tell you I couldn't spell at the age of 25. I could tell you I couldn't even fill a form out. I was so embarrassed. I was under depression. I could tell you my mom, oh man, I could tell you I wanted to get away from myself. I wanted to run a different paths of the world. I could tell you my story, but the funny thing, until I confront myself, until I came to terms with who I am, until I accepted the challenge of knowing that I got to go through my pain. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Dr. G, your love motivator. I told you this. Once I start loving myself, once I start loving what I could have done, so they're saying I am enough. I can do what I can do. I can do the best I can. And once I start sacrificing the small, perfecting the small, doing what I need to do to get to my dream, this is why I can stand before you today. I can stand before you today, and I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going, because I'm gonna touch the world with love. Because once you love yourself fully, you want the best for yourself. And once you want the best for yourself, your greatness will shine, because others will see there's something special about you. I always say to you, look at my 5 fingers. Look at my 5 fingers real closely. I want you to understand something. I don't want to be none of these 4. I want to be this thumb right here. I want to stick out. I want to stick out amongst the rest of you. I want to show others that, listen, there's something different about me. There's something in my story that can stand out. There's something that can touch life. There's something that can change life. There's something I can give to somebody to let them understand my faith only got stronger when I became weaker, because when I became weaker, I dig deeper. I'm going to tell you today, listen, man, I'm in a different place right now. I'm in a different mind right now. I'm working on this book for you guys, man. I'm telling you, I'm working on this book for you. This is a brother that couldn't even spell his second name. Listen, man. Oh, man. Jerome. I couldn't even spell that. I got it wrong. It was so embarrassing when I asked my mom. Listen, I'm telling you something. I will explain to you something. Hey, you got to dig deep. You got to go down. Once you start digging deep and you start pushing past that pain, I will tell you, I promise you, your greatness is next. And it's right there. It's right there, knocking at the door. It's waiting for you. You can't be like that person digging for the diamond, looking for the diamond in the muck, and just when he's about to quit, that's when the diamond's gonna hit. I'm gonna tell you, keep striking when the iron's hot. You gotta go for that pain. Listen, if you don't pain, you're not gonna gain. If you ain't go for the pain, you ain't gonna gain. And this is how that's how winning's done. Listen, man, you be getting punches left, right, and center. You be getting attacks left, right, and center. But the problem is not that you quit about the attacks or you fall when the attacks come. Is that you stand up and you keep pushing to those attacks and challenge those attacks and keep going forward. That's how winning is done. And I want to explain to you another thing. I want you to understand something. After you felt that you ain't got nothing to turn to, if you felt that there's something in me that I need to look for, look to love. Listen, man, love is the most powerful force that can motivate you. That's why I tell you over and over and over again, if you love what you do, you will be willing to sacrifice your time. You will be willing to sacrifice friends. You'll be willing to do what you do every second so that when they see you, that's all they see is what you do. Man, it's your boy Dr. G saying it's another Sunday. Listen, push past that pain because your greatness is next. It's your boy Dr. G. Enjoy another Sunday motivational moment. I'm gone.